Well, hello Sonoma County, welcome back to our channel. I am so excited to have you here because today we're going to talk about reasons why people decide to move to Sonoma County. So we've talked a lot about the logistics, the map of Sonoma County, this side versus that side, different neighborhoods, but what are the reasons people actually decide to move into Sonoma County and make Sonoma County their new home or forever home? A lot of times people move here from outside of, the greater Bay Area, outside of California, or we've even had a few clients from outside the US altogether, and they choose Sonoma County. So what is so great about it? A lot. And before we get into that, I'm Morgan DeVincenzi with Sullivan Group Real Estate here in Sonoma County, and we help people move into, out of, and all around Sonoma County every single year. We love it. We live here for a reason, and we're going to share with you exactly why. So follow along if you have any interest in Sonoma County. If you've been following along our channel trying to figure out, is it the right place, you're definitely going to want to watch this video, and stay tuned to learn the top reasons why people move to Sonoma County. Okay, so 7 reasons. I'm going to give you 7 top reasons why people decide to move into Sonoma County. And a few of these might be a little bit surprising. If you know anything about Sonoma County, a few of these may be no-brainers, but I think it's fair to give each of them their own little point. So let's dive into 7 reasons why people move into Sonoma County right now. First up is pretty obvious. I am filming this video right now. It is mid-July, and the weather is so beautiful. I just walked into the office, I got sandals on, a nice flowy little short sleeve shirt, and it's like 8 in the morning, and it's beautiful. It's like 68 degrees already. It's gonna hit a smooth about 85. The weather is a dream here in Sonoma County. I love it. I'm a, am I allowed to say this? A weather weenie. I don't love snow. I like to look at it from inside a cabin. I don't love humidity on a regular basis. I like it on a tropical beach when I don't have to do a lot of things. But for the most part, Sonoma County doesn't really have either of those two, which I love on a daily basis, where I have to work and live and grocery shop and handle my life, right? So Sonoma County, what you're gonna get for weather is a sunny and 75 close to year round. Now, hold on, I know that kind of sounds dramatic. In the winter, of course, our highs are closer to like 60, 65. And in the summer, we get to like 85, sometimes 90. We have our couple of days throughout the summer that break the, triple digits over 100. But for most part, it all averages out to a sunny and 75 lifestyle here in Sonoma County. The lows in the summer and winter are going to be, in the winter time, you're probably going to have a few mornings, definitely into the 20s, mostly into the 30s. And then in the summertime, yes, we have those heat waves, and you're going to have, 80 to 90 degree weather for the most part in Sonoma County. But then the evenings cool down really nicely to like the 50s. So you can open up your windows, let that fresh air in, and cool your house down without blazing your AC all night. And you kind of wake up with like that fresh morning feel because you have nice fresh air, cool breeze from the coastal coming in, and it's kind of the best of both worlds. So a lot of people get tired of shoveling that snow. A lot of people get tired of the humidity life. A lot of people get tired of hurricanes and tornadoes, and that's just like not even something we ever think about here. So weather is a big one, and you can tell I'm very excited about it. Next up is a strategic location. So yes, Sonoma County is in a great location here in the Northern California area. It's beautiful. It's got all the different kind of feels, ocean, mountains, rivers, valleys, all the different feels. But it really is, when you think about it, it's a very strategic location. So as we've talked about before, Sonoma County is 2 counties above the San Francisco area. So in between is Marin County. So if you get off the Golden Gate Bridge and you drive straight up, as soon as you get off the Golden Gate Bridge, you're on Highway 101. Highway 101 goes straight through Marin County, and then the next county you're in is Sonoma County. And that Highway 101 goes all the way up through the dead center of Sonoma County, and makes it really easy to get back down into the Bay Area or beyond. Also, when you're kind of looking at it, Sacramento is only about 2 hours away. So there's another huge hub of activities, transportation, airports, all sorts of, interesting things to do, that fun city life. Sacramento's a really fun area, actually. I'm not sure that I would ever want to live there permanently, but my husband and I definitely go from time to time. So it's nice to have that so close within just a couple hour drive, day trip, a little weekend getaway, something along those lines. And then a few hours beyond Sacramento, you have the Tahoe area. In the Tahoe area, oh my gosh, if you've never seen it, so again, I said I don't really love snow, but I do from inside a cabin with the fire going and hot cocoa, spiked hot cocoa usually. I absolutely love going up for like a nice little weekend, and you're just a few hours away from that. But then if you head the opposite direction, you're at the Pacific Ocean in like within probably 45 minutes, no matter where you are in Sonoma County. So you get the ocean, you get the mountains, you get the city, you have rural areas, and it really is the best of both worlds for all of those kind of location reasons. Then one more kind of point to that with the strategic location is Sonoma County itself is really easy to navigate. There's a few main highways. There's Highway 12 that goes east and west, and then there's Highway 101 that goes north and south. And those are going to get you to majority of the main cities, the 9 major cities throughout Sonoma County. And you don't really have to worry about a lot more. I mean, there's a few other smaller little highways and back roads and things like that, but it's really easy to navigate, and traffic stays at a pretty minimum because of that. Okay, next up is Santa Rosa's biodiversity. So again, I kind of touched on that we span from, so the edge of Sonoma County is actually the Pacific Ocean. And then we come more inland, and our most eastern city is this town of Sonoma. So with that, there's a lot of difference between, the nature scenery that you're gonna get, and then of course all of the biodiversity that goes along with that, with the birds, the plants, the animals. It is just so interesting to go and travel around Sonoma County and take it all in. In addition, there's a lot of areas that are specifically protected for things like bird watching, because we have so many different varieties of birds throughout the year that there's a lot of people that come and live in Sonoma County because they're bird watchers. Just an easy example. And then there's other places like the Laguna de Santa Rosa, which is between Santa Rosa and Sebastopol, kind of that direction. And it is just an absolute beautiful place to go walk around. All the plant varieties, the animals, oh my gosh, it's just stunning. So you're gonna have a lot of different opportunities within just the, I say small area, we're actually a pretty big county, but the main area of Sonoma County, that you're gonna have a lot of biodiversity to really, keep things interesting and enjoy our surroundings without having to leave our county. Okay, here's one. Quality education for all. I know. Who's to say that every school is so great? But it's really interesting that 9 of the top 30 schools in all of California are here in Sonoma County. And then even still beyond that top 30 list for all of California, which, come on, there's a lot more schools than 30 schools in California. A lot of the Sonoma County schools really are highly rated for testing scores, parent involvement, and continuing education beyond whichever school you're looking at. So whether you're looking at elementary school or all the way up through the college, there's a lot of opportunity to be able to stay right here in Sonoma County and receive a very quality education. A few of the main schools that are, top rated are the Mark West Charter School, Maria Carrillo High School. I actually went there, turned out pretty good, I would say. The Santa Rosa Junior College is one of the highly rated junior colleges in all of California. And then we also have Sonoma State University. You have a full-on California University here in the central area of Santa Rosa, or Sonoma County, excuse me. It's actually in Rohnert Park. So you don't even have to leave, whether you're starting from elementary or you're coming in midway through those, formative years, and then you come through the college. And if you love Sonoma County that much, you don't have to go anywhere. We have it all. So if you've ever been to Sonoma County, or you've ever, perused what it would be like to visit, you're probably gonna find that a lot of our restaurants are top places to go visit. And it sounds kind of funny that, of course if you're visiting Sonoma County or you're moving here, we gotta eat. We're humans, we gotta eat. The food scene here in Sonoma County is absolutely top notch. I have, for short periods, lived in a few different areas and definitely traveled a bunch, and you are probably going to be so spoiled with the food here in Sonoma County that it's going to be hard to travel and find that like just to die for meal. Sonoma County has everything across the board from, you know, your typical Italian, Mexican, Chinese, Mediterranean, but then we also have so many different varieties. We have Puerto Rican food, we have Indian food, we have literally everything, and all of them are amazing. Of course, some better than others, we can be honest, but I think the kicker here is that in Sonoma County, because we are still such an agricultural area, we have so much fresh produce and fresh meat and dairy coming straight from the farms surrounding us that we get a higher quality of food and restaurant meals because it's all farm to table. It's all just that fresh. I mean, even like, the Kendall Jackson Winery, get this. This is a really just little factoid here. The Kendall Jackson Winery, they have a couple of acres worth of farmland, but then they also partner with other local farmers, and all of their meals there, all of their wine pairing meals with wine and food or a full meal, everything on that plate is locally sourced. And that's just the one off the top of my head right now. I know there are so many others that really focus on using those locally sourced goods to create these delicious meals. Okay, so are you outdoorsy? Because Sonoma County is going to absolutely knock your socks off when it comes to hiking and biking and trail riding and all things outdoors. We have so many different amazing little neighborhood parks to regional parks to huge state parks with all sorts of different feels, because again, back to that biodiversity kind of feel. Everything's a little bit different depending on which corner of Sonoma County you're in. So you're gonna have different views, different, terrain, different things like that. And Santa Rosa alone, so Santa Rosa is the largest city here in Sonoma County. It's pretty much in the heart of Sonoma County, and it is the largest, but it has 55 different hiking trails for you to embark on and adventure on. So that's more than one new trail a week if you went hiking every week for a year. That's kind of a lot, and that's just one city. There's a ton in all the other cities surrounding, and I know when it comes to hiking and biking, this is definitely a hub that people come to. And then of course we already touched on the weather, so we have such nice weather close to year round that you can actually utilize those trails throughout the year. It's not just a seasonal thing that you get maybe 4 months to fit all 55 of Santa Rosa's trails in. You have a lot more time than that, which is really cool. Okay, last but not least is we are in the wine country. And whether you're a wine drinker, you likely will be when you move here because it's just kind of part of the culture. But beyond the actual wine drinking part of it, we live in wine country. This is an absolute dream for so many. We have clients that, whether they grew up and raised their family in the East Bay, which is only maybe an hour and a half away, maybe they grew up there, or maybe they had friends that lived here, but they lived in another state for majority of their life. For many people that we meet that find us on this channel or in other avenues, they are people that say the wine country, the Sonoma Valley wine country, is exactly where I have dreamed about moving my entire life. So if that's not reason enough to think like, wow, maybe I should really check this out. People dream about it. I mean, for all the reasons I already listed, but as well as waking up every day. I drive past vineyards every day. I don't own said vineyards or anything, but I drive past vineyards every day when I leave my house to come into my office for work. I get to take in the scene of vineyards and rolling hills with cows, and then I get into the city and we have all the city amenities. I've kind of been really trying to find the right way to describe Sonoma County, and I kind of have so far settled on world-class sophistication with a small town feel. So we have a lot of luxury feel within Sonoma County. You go to certain areas, you're gonna have Michelin star restaurants and amazing resorts and millions of dollar estates to choose from. But then there's also so many adorable suburbs that you get to live among all of those feels and take in the scenery, and it's what people dream of their entire lives, is to come here, whether it's for a visit or for a permanent move. So number 7 is definitely that we just live the wine country life, and I still feel like I live in a dream some days getting to live here. So that's it. 7 reasons why people choose to live here in Sonoma County. So some of these things are things I already knew, and then some of these that I went through are actually reasons that I've picked up along the way from working with so many people moving into Sonoma County. I love to ask, why Sonoma County? Of all the areas, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of beautiful areas throughout California, throughout the US, and worldwide. I mean, every area has its own beauty, but why Sonoma County? And it's so fun to hear the different reasons. You know, of course, there's a lot of times the pull of, oh, my family or friends live in Sonoma County, but I'm sure they have family or friends that live elsewhere as well, and they still choose Sonoma County. So whether it's the weather, whether it's the food scene, it's hilarious when I know people that have moved out of Sonoma County, one of the main things that they comment on is, I miss the weather and I miss the food. I don't blame them. I totally don't blame them. So if you're thinking of making a move or making a visit to Sonoma County and all of these things sound like good reasons to you to come on over to Sonoma County, I would love to chat with you about it. Answer any more questions if you want to, a list of some of the top schools in Sonoma County so you can kind of really dig in and see if it's going to be the right fit for your kiddos, or ask questions about the weather. Hey, is it a lot colder towards the coast, or is it, warmer inland? Is it going to have a lot more 100-degree days in Sonoma? I'm happy to answer those questions and make sure that you find the right fit here in Sonoma County, and we will guide you through that entire process until we get to hand you those keys and welcome you to Sonoma County officially as an owner. Yay! So thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked this video, please hit that like button. We absolutely love to kind of see what our viewers are enjoying, what kind of content they want, and then we know what kind of content to make moving forward. And then tap the bell so you'll be notified when we release more helpful information about all things Sonoma County, and subscribe so you never miss a thing here at Hello Sonoma County. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next time.